here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. Brown with a return here. Things going well so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Getting out to his left. They're taking a shot on it. That's grabbed inside the 30. They get 37 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Tick, tick, tick. Tick, tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give him 3 on that gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
He rolls to his right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job, and this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. This throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Butker knocks it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Strong with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First out of the game for James Cook. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and short, here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down. That's 3rd down.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for 4th and 3. They'll go. It's Mahomes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. Racing down the left side. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs stretch their early lead to 9. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown! So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Strong with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. the shotgun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute, and will continue to do so.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air, Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Rolling left, buying some time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Allen gonna throw again. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. The Chiefs in control so far. We'll get back to Orchard Park after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have it 3rd and 10. To the air again, Allen. Pass is brought in by Coleman. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss, we've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's 2nd and 11. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Blitz coming here, Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 17. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. 40. Hits the 20. And he takes this one back. It is a pick six and a KC touchdown.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Butker to try the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's White on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 27. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Quick pass, right side, complete. Well, he got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. Quick pass left side. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. And he's gonna score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown! At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Strong with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On 1st down, Allen. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. At the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills chop some of the lead off before the half.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Pass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. Third down. To the air, Mahomes. On the move, headed right. Floats that one, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Mahomes to throw for it. Throw caught by his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Travis Kelce, the intended target. So it's second down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense, able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to the air, Mahomes. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's second down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again, Mahomes. As the open man downfield. And he will not score, but he got oh so close, Brock. Out of bounds 4 yards shy of that end zone. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they could try for some points going into the break. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Butker knocks it through, and that extends the lead to 20. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Butker on now to kick this one away. Strong with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Allen now on first down. Big strike downfield to Coleman. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Options are open here. It's second and inches. Pressure coming. It's Allen. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Running left with Pacheco. And they're going to be humbled here on first down, going to wind up losing yards on this play.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. He finds Worthy, complete. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Strong with the return. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action now with Allen. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. First and 10, here's Allen. Another one caught by Coleman. And they're gonna haul him down just shy of the 40. A 19-yard pickup, and that's gonna move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 from the 41. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He throws throws a bullet down the right sideline. He's got it inside the 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
3rd and goal, the offense hoping something can finally go right here. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Everyone was set, and at the line, the quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Bills shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a James Cook touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now. Bass now to kick this away. Brown with a return here. He stopped on the run back at the 27. First call here coming from the shotgun. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Escapes the pocket. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Buying some time right. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. What a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down and pull off the conversion.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game the defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Sent to the ground by Maxwell Hairston. Back to Pacheco here on second. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And that'll bring up second down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Connects with the open man downfield. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. Oh man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up too.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force and the defense wins out.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
And wait, what's this? They fake the spike. Chased out to his right. And they aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
These scouts in the NFL, man, they scour the country, right? Coast to coast. You know what they're looking for with defensive players? They are looking for game wreckers. And that is exactly what this defender has done. He has wrecked this offense with back-to-back sacks. Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
First down throw for Allen. He's going deep this time. He's got it deep downfield. And in, touchdown Buffalo. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills drop the lead back to 13. Bass now to kick this away. Brown with a return here. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Waiting from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. To the air, Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Allen. He puts everything behind this one. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. That's one he knows he should have had. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Allen on 3rd down. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Again, Allen to the air. Fits it through the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To throw again, it's Allen. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Chiefs are gonna take over after his 9th interception of the season.
Well, Kate, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Chiefs ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. They're set up at the 35 now. 1st down, and they go right back to him. Big play pushes them beyond midfield. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs have likely locked up the win right there. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Mahomes throwing for 2. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's White on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills get it back to a 14-point game. Bass now to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Hits him on the out route. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he's going to work it ahead for about 3. 2nd down coming up. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They're going to pass it here. Good strike downfield to Kelsey. And he has the Chiefs' 1st down there, Brock. And the celebration can begin as they can run out the clock now on this one.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Running is Pacheco. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Play action, Mahomes. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. Off play action, it's Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Backed up by the false start flag. Here's 3rd and 15. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Vacates quickly left side. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
This one is up and good. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's White on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And that one's gonna fall incomplete. No luck there, just 11 seconds remaining. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And they pick him off again! Picked off by Jalen Watson. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Strong with the return. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings his ball game to a close. So it's a win for the visiting